Fun fact, but that coffee shop there, Coffee Lab in Llandaff in Cardiff city centre, well, it's not quite the centre. I cycled all the way here one morning to have a coffee, and all the way back it was literally an out and back job, 100 miles exactly to get this coffee. But today we've driven here, obviously, because I'm racing. Llandaff Cathedral. That coffee you got there, I think, is Clifton Coffee Special. They're actually out in El Salvador at the minute.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What are they doing in El Salvador?
On a bean tasting mission. First impressions.
It's boggy, but rideable in most places, I think.
You think?
I think.
We've seen about 5% of the total course.
You've got a lot of camber downhill here. So don't go nuts and do what I do and be like, yes, descend, and then go splat.
I will do that. There's also some pretty cool single track forest section as well. So it's got a real mix of everything. Right, while Charlie eats a cinnamon bun and rubs it in my face, I'll explain to you where we are. We are at, I think, the Mountain View Ranch, which is a couple of miles north of Cardiff city centre. As far as I can ascertain, it's like a mountain bike centre or like a purpose-built centre for outdoor activities. So, we're here today to do the final round of what was the last postponed round. You're going to eat it? You're going to take a photo of it?
I'm going to take a photo of it.
If you don't eat it soon, I'll eat it.
Oh, that's actually an arty shot.
Well done. The last time they raced here, which was a couple of months ago, it was like a bog fest. There was mud everywhere. Like, healthy balance. Heroes and a banana. Instead of like giving myself like a target for results, I think I'm going to see if I could just be more consistent in my lap times across the board. So, like, if I manage to do like 8-minute laps or 9-minute laps, like I'm going to try and get a good first lap in and then match those laps times throughout. Yeah, just kidding. They're not heroes. They're some of Charlie's friends' homemade chocolate chip cupcakes, which I'm using as pre-race fuel today.
You're not allowed in the car. I can't really see it from here. Oh, there we are. Yeah, you're not allowed in.
This is gonna be fun. There's like, you know, I said there's like literally everything on this course. There is literally everything on this course.
Gravel.
The mud is about that deep.
Mud.
Like the trenches are like that deep. And like I can ride it, but I've been speaking to a couple of more experienced riders and they've said like try not to ride it because then your bike will just get covered in mud, and because you don't have a spare bike you'll just get slower and slower. So I'm a little bit torn because I've come here for the challenge and I don't want to run, like I want to ride my bike. I'm here to ride my bike. It's a race of two halves. You're going to love the GoPro footage, so fingers crossed the GoPro works. It's a race of two halves because the top half of the course is very muddy, like very deep mud. Every single corner is like deep mud, and then it's like downhill, then it's uphill, so there's a lot of like wearing down, and it's quite slow. Like even the downhills, there's only one bit that's quite fast, but then you drop like really steep. It's almost like a little bit of a mountain bike drop into like the forest, and then you do like all these pump tracks and like berms and stuff. And I like cacked myself for the first time because I was like, what's the technique? Like, what do I do?
Look at your exit point.
Huh?
Look at your exit point.
Yeah. Well, I've got that now. After nearly crashing. And then there's like all of this jazz going on. There's a couple of sharp ones. That's just before the finish.
Yep. I know. Go on, Ed.
Done. What the heck is that? It's like clay. What? It is. Look. It's solid. It's like round. Right, now that I've got home and I have cleaned myself up because that was a very, very muddy one, I am over the moon with my ride today. I really enjoyed that race. And as muddy as it was, and like as technical as it was, and as hilly as it was, because believe it or not, we climbed 400 meters in an hour. It was that hilly. Now, after finishing the race, I give the bike a big hose down. I actually got sent a battery-powered pressure washer from a company called Works. And it's the Hydro Shot pressure washer. It comes with a couple of attachments, like one that shoots like foam, if you have like that magic foam stuff, which I didn't. But it made like cleaning the bike a heck of a lot easier. I always felt like I was making up places when we were climbing up, but I was managing to hold my own on like the technical sections. And for this to be my third and unfortunately final race, we will have to wait like until the end of the year to do more. But I certainly will do more because it was so much fun, and like the technical aspect like is really challenging for me, and it's not something I've done much in the past. So I'm definitely going to do more of it in the future. Hold me to that. And maybe Charlie will make her comeback in the cyclocross rounds when the league starts up again later in the year. Something else I want to say as well, because I've been going to the gym and I've been doing a little bit of like explosive lower body stuff, but also some like, you know, upper body stuff as well, like a lot of body weight exercises, because it's a month after the last race and I've had time to soak up some of this stuff. I felt very explosive, or more explosive than I did the last time I did a cyclocross race a month ago, and I became like more aware of like the grip underneath me and being able to lay down power on like some of the steeper sections of the course without like having to feel like I was like doing a flat out sprint. So that's gonna wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed the cyclocross content because I really loved bringing it to you. I really loved the race, I'm not gonna lie. I really loved all the elements of the cyclocross. So I do really want to be back. So on that note, I will end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and and I will see you in the next video.